working into my schedule whenever I leave the four walls of my home. I have to
see,
know.
that's me. I don't know how not to incorporate
what you do,
what I'm doing right now.
Absolutely.
I found an opportunity because when I get in my car, I do live. And I'll be like, hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, by the way, I do radio.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to get yourself out here. You want people to know who you are. You got to open up that mouthpiece and speak it. Let people know because you walk in a room don't mean they finna know you somebody. Tell these people, hey, look, I'm Wap Shabam and Wap Shabam. I need you to rock with me. And it works. Trust me.
And what else works too is you could always talk a person's ear off, but tell them, pull them phones out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walked up on somebody at the event that we went to, and Keita K was speaking with an individual, and I seen he was just talking and shaking his head, and I was like, man, you got a phone? Pull your phone out.
Right.
So let's get them to pull these phones out and get them to follow our business. And
talk on My Radio Chicago by way of Support District Radio Network. I am your host, Keita K, and of course with me we definitely have my tea spiller.
Lady T in the thing.
in this thing. And then we have the lady that keeps our mic tight and our sound right.
She bananas.
Let's go. Now, earlier we already did our weekend breakdown, so if you missed that, shame on you. Be on time. But now we have to get into a conversation that was given to us by one of our viewers. And she would like us to talk about bullying in school and the effects that it has on the suicide rates of our children. Now, I personally don't know anyone who has committed suicide, thankfully. But unfortunately, there is many people who struggles with standing here on this green earth due to others' actions, okay? And that's unfortunate. I feel like, the bullying comes from a lot of things that's happening inside of a child's household that we may not even know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like these kids can be going through things. They can be in a household where they see abuse from dad and mom or mom to dad, however it may go. There is families that deal with abuse. And as we already mentioned on multiple shows that, domestic violence has an effect on the entire family. And I feel like that can contribute to children taking out their frustration on other kids at school. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that the abuse in the household can definitely be the cause for kids acting out and bullying?
No, I just feel like a lot of these kids want to be followers. And some people feel like they the coolest kid if they act out or if they talk the most in class or if they be funny, and sometimes they think that being funny is talking about the next kid. Well, he don't have on the Jordans, or his shoes is dirty, she got a stain, her hair nappy, she musty, she talk different. It's like, and then when you get laughs from somebody that's being like that, it's like, now I'm the cool person. But you don't even realize that you're hurting that person's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize that you're putting a burden on that person. That person know that when they left the house this morning or that morning, that their shoes were dirty and they had stains. They wasn't necessarily happy about that. So when they get to school and the kid pick on them for it, it's like, what now?
Right.
It's like, now everybody's against me. Everybody notices my shoes are dirty. Everybody notice I have a stain on my shirt. And now I'm very upset for that because I was already upset.
Now, do you think that the teachers need to step in and...
The teachers half the time don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of... And that's why they went on strike. It's just so many kids in these classrooms and the teachers can't keep up with all of these kids.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, when the kid is committing suicide, it's nobody even knows, really, like, what's going on. They can have a hint. They could see, like, the attitude shifting. They could ask their child 1,000,000 times, what's wrong, baby? Can I help you with what's going on with you? But that doesn't necessarily mean that the child is opening up.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let me just say this. There are variations of factors on why children may considered suicide, and bullying only be one.
Right.
Like you said, domestic abuse can contribute to it.
Yep.
Not building children up when they're coming up, letting them know just how worthy they are.
Mm-hmm.
You have to build a child's character up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another thing that I know for a fact people do is when children come and say, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill myself," or "I wish I was dead," and things like that, they overlook it. They think it's a attention seeking.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
They blow it off like, "Oh, that you're a drama queen, or you're a drama king. You're seeking attention." When truth is that now, suicide is like one of those catch-22 things. And I say it because I was a person that attempted suicide. I've told you guys about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very, very transparent with that. But each time, because it didn't happen once,
So let me ask you this. When you were attempting to kill yourself, did you tell anybody?
I did.
And what was their reaction off
They
you?
didn't believe me until they found me laid out.
Wow.
And that's what
overdosed
I'm
off
saying.
pills.
Like,
Wow.
Say,
Wow.
But let me say this too. I got to the point
mhm.
where I actually went forward with it. I kept saying it. You get what I'm saying? But I was scared. So like at first it was like an attention thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that attention is because I am lacking something. I'm needing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wanting something, and I'm needing someone to help me get there. You get what I'm
Now,
saying?
were you able to explain why you were feeling this way? Like, if somebody had took you serious at that very moment when you said, "Oh, I'm finna kill myself," you know what I'm saying? Would you have been able right then and there on the spot to explain what was going on with you?
Yes. I mean, I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Mhm.
I did. I was a young parent. I had 2 kids. I had rent. Bills was behind. Like, it was a lot.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? And although I was working 2 jobs at the time, one thing that I didn't learn, and that's why when my youth center is up and running, money management is going to be one of the key things in there. I wasn't taught how to
Let's
manage
get
money.
into it.
Because my very first job at the age of 16 in Minnesota paid me $14.50 an hour. You get what I'm saying?
And back then that was good.
That was
So
definitely-
imagine $14.50 an hour, working 40 hours a week, plus I got another job. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How could I not make that work with rent that was $700? I could have found a way, but I didn't know how to manage money. You get what I'm saying? So the weights came up.
Yeah.
But my point into saying that is a lot of different variations happen. If you hear someone say, "I wish I was dead," take time to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because it can be something very deep going down. And words of encouragement can change that.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing to even hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why I say it's a blessing to hear somebody say, "I wish I was dead," is because right then and there when they say that, you have a chance to save a life. Right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason that you was the one to hear it.
Yeah.
Like Facebook, for instance, is a lifesaver. And the reason why I say Facebook is a lifesaver is because a lot of people feel like, you know, they don't want to post this, they don't want to post that. But when you're going through certain stuff and you post it, you will never know who could comment or inbox you and help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going through a situation with my finances and I posted it. And I got a great inbox from a gentleman, and he sent me videos, and, you know, certain family members sent me videos to be able to help me out with the situation I was going through. So if you're going through something and you don't know how to word it, post a hint or something, and somebody on Facebook could see it.
Yes. We have a comment. Yolanda Carter said, "Great topic. Need to be talked about. It's a chapter in my book, Bullying and Suicide Prevention." So, I mean, people really do need to hear it, and that's why we're bringing it to you. Also, we have another comment that says, "We have to do a better job at drilling it in our kids' head. Treat people how you want to be treated."
Hello.
That is a fact.